Good afternoon. This is Mama Ree from Her Home Kitchen today. Restaurants closed, like I've said before, on Saturday and Sunday, so I cook at home on the weekend. Today, we've had a lot of requests for macaroni and cheese. We serve it on the bar on Friday when we do catfish. So that's when we're going to try to make it today. Now remember, the restaurant I make large quantities, so I'm breaking this down, so we're just going to hope it turns out right. All right, to begin with, I cooked a 16-ounce pack. Just follow your directions on the back of your macaroni, and you can't go wrong with that, okay? Then, I got my macaroni cooked. Then this is something, like I say, I do things a lot different than a lot of them do. But this will be my cream mixture that I put on it. This consists of 2 cups of milk, 2 eggs, and beat them up good in your milk. And then we add a half a stick of butter. And that's all we have in here right now. See, I've already got it warm so it won't take so long. But what we're going to do now is put it back on the stove and, of course, add salt and pepper to taste. Ever how you like it. Now, I'm going to turn my stove up a little bit. My milk mixture is warm. And let me show you this. This is the cheese I'll use in it. It's an easy melt cheese that I get at Walmart. Just look for this package. Okay, so I've cut up a half a block, just a half a block. This is a 2 pound, 2 pounds, so I'm going to use 1 pound of it. So over in my milk mixture, I'm going to add my cheese. I've got it cut a little smaller so it'll melt a lot quicker. Now keep it stirred because it will scorch. You can't run off and leave it. You got to stay with it till your cheese melts. I thought about just leaving and coming back, but it's not going to take long for it to melt since I've already got my milk mixture hot. Can you see it? See how it's getting thick already? Now a lot of people take their butter and their flour and make a roux and all that. I don't do that. This is just exactly the way we make it at the restaurant. See how thick it's getting? Mm-hmm. See my cheese melting? Now you can start this out on high as long as you stand there and stir it until your butter melts. But when your butter melts, you want to cut it down because you will scorch it if you're not careful. And you need to stir it continually. You know, this is Valentine weekend. Monday is Valentine, so I thought this morning I'd just fix breakfast for my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. Mm-hmm. So we had 22 for breakfast this morning. And that was their Valentine gift. I enjoy cooking for my family. I just enjoy cooking, period. And we had a good time. We had homemade biscuits and eggs and pepper gravy and bacon and sausage and country ham. We just had a feast this morning.
And good fellowship.
Yes, always good fellowship. All right, if you look here, see my cheese is just about melted. I got just a little bit more. As soon as I can get it all. And I hope it turns out right. Like I said, this is a recipe that I'm just trying to get my measurements right on. So we'll see in a little bit if they're right. Now the good part about this is after you put it in your pan, you do not cook it. You do not cook it. Your milk and your cheese and everything is already cooked. I've got my pan greased, and I just left my macaroni and cheese. After I drained it, I put it back in my same boiler. Okay? Now I'm going to take my cheese mixture. Ooh, that's hot. Because all my cheese is melted, I'm just going to pour it in my macaroni and cheese. I think I still got a few hunks, but that's all right. It'll melt. And just mix it up good. Ooh, that's going to be so good and creamy. See how creamy it is?
That looks good.
Now, as it sets, you know, we say all the time, I wish you could smell it. But I really do wish you could smell it. But don't you look. Now, it's going to set up on its own. You do not cook it after we get through here. You keep it warm.
So the longer it sits there, the more harder it's going to get on the noodles.
Yes, the creamier and everything it's going to get. Oh, I believe it turned out right. I believe, I can breathe a sigh of relief. Now I've sprayed my pan. We're just going to pour it all in the pan. I know, you know, it seems like every time we make a video, I'm making things for church, for lunch after church. So that's what we're going to do with this. Now look how creamy it is. Now when I get ready to serve it, I'm going to put some sharp cheddar cheese on top. It's a mouthful. And it'll be ready to eat. And if you make it, I'm going to set mine overnight. So in the morning when I get ready to serve it, I'm going to set it on my little grill over here and just let it gradually warm up. And when it gets warm, I'll put my cheese on it. And I believe it turned out real good. Thank you so much for watching. And we're going to try to make another one today. Simple ones today. So I'm going to make a green bean casserole here in just a little bit. And we'll show you how to do that too. That's one of the very simple things. And it's really, really good. So we'll see you again after a while. Thank you for watching. God bless you.